Hey guys, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. It is Tuesday, November 8th at 9:07 p.m., which means that they are counting ballots. They are counting the votes. It is election day. If you did not vote, I'm going to need you to click off my channel. I don't want to be associated with you at all. At all. I went to go get my haircut today, and I asked my barber, did you vote? And he goes, I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that. And I'm like, oh my God. So I basically left that conversation believing that he believes that his vote doesn't count. And then there was another girl in the shop who was, doing somebody's twisties. And she was like, we don't even get to choose the president. Our vote doesn't matter. The government chooses it. And I'm just like, not the conspiracy theories, not the conspiracy theories, sis. And, I was just sitting there and, I was rebutting and trying to educate the folks. And I'm like, sis, this is not a general election. This is a midterm election. Therefore, the office of the presidency is kind of like irrelevant at this point in time. But, it just really saddens me that a lot of Black folks, not all of us, but a lot of us have been conditioned to kind of feel discouraged about voting and politics and government in general, because a lot of us feel as though our vote doesn't matter, which then discourages us from actually going out there to vote, which keeps us in certain places in society. And it's not about the presidency. It's not all about the presidency. Of course, this is the midterm. It's about who's going to be in the United States Senate, who's going to be in the House of Representatives, who's going to be your governor, who's going to be your attorney general, all of that stuff. So I don't know. So hopefully, that changes as time goes by. But, I think in my next life, I want to work in politics. Like, I may have to go door to door and be like, are you registered to vote? Like, what can I do to convince you that your vote actually matters? Right. And then if you don't think it matters, why just don't you do it anyways? Like, maybe it might, maybe it won't, but maybe it might. So just why not? If you can, why not? Anyways, so I'm going to make some predictions. I think overall, the U.S. House of Representatives will be overtaken by the Republicans. I think Democrats may keep the Senate. We may keep the Senate. Maybe, barely. It's a tight race. But there will be a red wave, which means Republicans are taking over, I think. In Georgia, particularly, I believe Brian Kemp will win re-election over Stacey Abrams. But hopefully I'm wrong. I mean, it's not a done deal yet. And then for the U.S. Senate in Georgia, I think Warnock will ultimately win, but I kind of feel like they're going to go to a runoff. So I don't know. You guys definitely got to let me know how you guys feel about everything in the comments down below. How did you guys feel about the midterm elections this year? Now, I definitely want to pivot and talk about the situation that we were talking about yesterday with Kenya Moore Hair Care and this alleged secret beef with Garcelle Beauvais, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Garcelle Beauvais. There's this secret beef, allegedly, because the folks are saying that Garcelle doesn't really see it for Kenya because she's friends and works with Garcelle's ex-husband who cheated on her 10 years ago. Well, exclusive tea, exclusive information. I went out last night in Atlanta, honey. And I got to drinking and I was drinking and I did more drinking. And then I came back. I had a piece of Church's chicken waiting on me. So I drenched it in Texas Pete because who is eating fried chicken without hot sauce? That's gross. I was just talking to one of my friends and he was like, he doesn't eat fried chicken with nothing. Huh? That's weird. Get off my phone. I don't like that. Anyways, so I ate my chicken and then 3 a.m. I'm checking my DMs and Miss Shannon Barr DM'd me. Okay. Shannon Barr is the current, I guess you could say, girlfriend, life partner of Mike Nylon, Garcelle Beauvais' ex-husband, who cheated on her with a multitude of women. And she kind of was fact checking me a little bit. Okay, Miss Shannon got me together, right? This is Kenya's publicist. So she says, I have no idea if there is a down low beef between Kenya and Garcelle, which means that there could be a low key beef between Kenya and Garcelle. So she did not rule it out. But then she goes on to say, I have been Kenya's publicist for around 8 years and I absolutely adore her. But I have never heard of a beef between them. Okay. Now, one thing that we did get wrong, and we're going to circle back to that because it's really interesting how she worded certain things. So we're going to read between the lines and y'all going to let me know how y'all feel about that situation. But I came onto my platform and basically said that Mike remarried this woman, Shannon. And that is not true. Shannon and Mike are not married. She says, I am not married to Mike, but we have been together for 10 years. And I met him after he and his ex-wife broke up. At the end of the message, she says, let me be clear. I met Mike after him and Garcelle broke up. Meaning Shannon is claiming that she had no dealings with Mike and his infidelities while he was married to Miss Garcelle. Okay, she was not the woman or on Mike's roster at that particular point in time. And then I ask her a question. I say, so I said, thank you for reaching out. I'll do an update. This is my update. I'll make some clarifications. This is me making those clarifications. And then I ask, so I assume there's no tension between yourself and Garcelle? And even though, yeah, we're all adults and we're, we should, we're co-parenting and we're doing this, that, and the third, like, even adults are petty. I mean, this is Hollywood. This is Hollywood, Shannon. You know what I mean? I would like to think that all of the adults are getting along for the kids' sake, for Jackson and them's sake. But child, we still have feelings. So then Shannon, she's so nice. She goes, there is no tension on my end whatsoever. I love how she worded that. Like, when I tell you, Shannon, a master at the publicity. Okay, y'all know she's the CEO and founder of a PR firm. The way she worded that was so masterful. She said, there is no tension on my end whatsoever. There's no tension on her end, which means I don't have a problem with Garcelle. But that don't mean Garcelle don't have a problem with me. Dun, dun, dun. I'm being so messy. I thought that was interesting. So shout out to Shannon for reaching out and making those clarifications. She is not married to Mike. She does not know about a Kenya and Garcelle beef. And there is no beef on her end when it comes to herself and Garcelle. So thank you for that, Shannon. I really do appreciate it. She nice. I fucks with Shannon. Let's see. What else could I get into? Y'all want to get into some things? How long have I been on here? 10 minutes. Okay. We can go for another 5. So let's see. Some random tidbits. This is Giselle and Portia Williams recently in New York City. They were filming confessionals, I believe, for Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip 3. The ladies went to Thailand. So I thought that was interesting. Now, speaking of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, though, I did see a post that's going around all over social medias about a rumored cast for Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip 4. And this particular post comes from, let's see, I don't know, All About Real Housewives on Instagram, right? And they say that this is the rumored cast for Girls Trip 4. We have Dolores and Marge of Jersey, which, how do y'all feel? Dolores is okay. I'm surprised that she's made it this far onto the damn show. I feel like she's been on that show for like 8 seasons at this point, which is surprising because I feel like Dolores' storyline or the trajectory of her life has been so stagnant for all of 8 seasons. Like, but that's just my opinion. Not the biggest fan of Marge, but she's good TV. You have Robyn and Ashley, and child, they are eating up Robyn. How do y'all feel about Robyn? They are eating. Honestly, this comes as no surprise to anybody. I am not the biggest fan of the Green-Eyed Bandits. I just kind of feel like they're the bullies of Potomac, the last ladies. But they really are like dragging the hell out of Robyn on social medias because they kind of feel like Robyn is being a colorist because she only steps to, and it has been I guess unfairly aggressive in quotation marks towards the darker skinned women on the show, which would be Dr. Wendy To You, Sweetie, and Candace Dillard Bassett and Monique Samuels, which Monique Samuels isn't dark to me, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. But they're basically saying, oh my God, this is colorist, this is color. Now, honestly, is it colorist? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But it does kind of seem like they all want to pile on. It seems like the ladies this particular season are piling on Candace and her husband, which I think is lame, 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 lame. I feel like Giselle, you have every right to feel uncomfortable in whatever situation, but I feel like Giselle is less than smart because she fails to make the distinction between the scenario, or the situation making her feel uncomfortable versus Chris specifically making you feel uncomfortable. Chris did not make you feel uncomfortable. He didn't do anything to make you feel uncomfortable, per your own words. Being in a room with a married man alone makes you feel uncomfortable. But that's just projection. That has nothing to do with anything to do with Chris or his actions. So it just kind of feels like you guys are just trying to grasp at straws when it comes to Candace Dillard Bassett. And then when it comes to Wendy, it's like you can tell the last ladies, they want to ice Wendy out, which I find to be unfortunate. So it is what it is. Okay, back to this rumor cast. So Dolores and Marge, Robyn and Ashley, Garcelle and Sutton, and then Emily and Gina. I think that this is an interesting cast. Yeah, I think they're all friends, which I find to be, which is cool because we know on 3, it's a mixture between friends and foes. We have Candace and Jizzy who do not get along. And then we have Whitney Heather Bad Weather who aren't really getting along. So this might be the best friends club. So before we log off, I definitely want to get into our sponsor, Celeste's Nest. You guys know that these are my favorite body washes. I don't know if you guys can see because the light is like real. Can I do that? The light is like real bright. But y'all know I love the Celeste's Nest body washes. They are my favorite thing ever. This one right here is tobacco flowers. I feel like I'm going to love this. Oh, yeah. I'm finna use one of these tomorrow because I already took a shower. But yeah. Okay, this one right here is pumpkin roll with jojoba. Okay, and this is what it looks like. The color is similar to the other one, the tobacco flower one, but this has this pumpkin roll with jojoba. And I just looked it up. Jojoba is some sort of nut that comes from the southwestern part of the United States. It is grown commercially to produce jojoba oil, a liquid wax that comes from its seed. Ooh. Okay. Oh, bitch. Oh, y'all are gonna love. Oh. Y'all are going to. Okay, this is my favorite one. I'm sorry, tobacco flowers. Tobacco flowers was cute. But pumpkin roll with jojoba killed it. Oh, okay. Let me tell y'all something. I was dating this guy not too long ago, and I had recently just started wearing the body butter, the pumpkin. It was like some sort of pumpkin body butter. And when I tell you that, by far, I've been wearing the body butters now for like 2 years, like 2.5 years, something like that. When I tell you that pumpkin scent one was my favorite, it was so strong and it was just so orgasmic to my nose. And I started dating this guy, and every time I would come around him, he would be like, "What is that smell? You smell so good." And I'm like, "Baby, it's not my cologne. It's not even the body wash. It's the fucking body." It was this pumpkin. It was this smell, the pumpkin smell. Okay. Then we have this. Now, this kind of looks like green juice. Like, y'all know how y'all go to them like cafes and you get the green juice? So this is what it looks like. This is African forest with jojoba. Okay, so I'm real interested to see what this is gonna be. Okay. This one I'm gonna have to actually put on my loofah to get a better whiff. And then this is African forest body butter. What the hell is that? This is African forest body butter. Coconut, olive, shea, essential oils. And this is what it looks like. Ooh, and then that's what that. You can see the texture in it. Oh my God. This is giving me like more of a traditional soapy smell. Like, so if you don't want too much of a scent, I would say go for the African Forest. And these are just the newer scents, the seasonal scents. So of course they have like all of your favorite. I think they have like gardenia and stuff if y'all want to check the website. But now I prefer the pumpkin. Like I like strong, like tobacco, pumpkin, stuff like that. The lemongrass. I prefer like them real strong scents. The African Forest scent is not that strong, but it still smells really good. Okay, so check that out, celestisnest.net. The links will be down below. Use my code HOA for, I think, some percentages off, okay? We know in Joe Biden's economy, we could all use a discount. I love you guys, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.